Hey everyone, this is Michael with the Black Mirror reading for Pisces Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Before you skip ahead or ask yourself what exactly is this Black Mirror reading about, please let me explain because it's not your traditional reading on YouTube. The Black Mirror is actually designed to help illuminate aspects, patterns, or beliefs that exist in your subconscious or shadow self, all for the sake of learning how to maneuver through these blockages and live our best life possible. We're very often approaching the world with our own belief system, our own projections and biases that really prevent us from seeing life clearly. So while this reading is not necessarily about romance or relationships or career or finances or any one area in specific, in the other hand, it really is about all of these things. It's about our psycho-spiritual growth and development, and can really be beneficial in any number of ways. So I've really had a lot of fun doing these readings. It's actually my first time doing this series. I know people have been very excited about it in the comments, and that's just really great to see. I've been feeling like I've wanted to do this sort of work for a while, and it's really exciting to finally buckle down here and get things started. I do have other readings on my channel as well if you're more interested in figuring out what is going to be happening when, kind of more specific details. That would be found in my general readings. I'm going to be putting out the general readings for March later this week, so keep your eyes open for those. And while this video is timeless, I may be referencing some of the current astrology. Again, just trust that this is the energy that's coming forward the time you're watching this video, whether it's weeks, months, or even years from now. Don't get too caught up on any specifics. If this message comes to you and resonates, great, don't question that. I do have links in the description box for my social media, as well as my Reiki sessions and personal readings. So for anyone looking for more individualized or personalized assistance, you can reach out to me that way. And I have all sorts of good links down there, as well as links for donations for those of you who feel so called. And, you know, I did take a little bit of a break. I do have my services back up, so I am taking readings again. I am taking clients. So if you're interested in that, all of that is down below. Now, as I am shuffling here, I do want to thank all of you who have supported this channel with your likes, shares, comments, and subscribes. It's because of all of you I've been able to continue putting out these messages and doing this incredible work, which is an absolute gift to me. So thank you so much for that. This is a general reading, so of course, not all the messages are going to resonate for everybody. You really have to trust your own intuition and discernment to figure out what is meant for you and what applies to someone else. I do, again, have other readings on my channel. If you'd like to look for your moon, rising, or Venus signs, you can also do that. I have a natal chart calculator in the description box down below for those of you who have no idea what I'm talking about, or for those of you who just aren't sure or don't remember what your other astrology placements are. You should be able to figure those out from there. But really, just trust the messages that pop out at you. The astrology actually doesn't really matter so much for the Black Mirror. So let's see. And I do actually feel like because of the nature of this reading, moon signs are very important. You may want to check out your moon sign, especially if this one didn't quite resonate or there was something that felt like it was missing. Anyway, let's see what we have on the table for you, Pisces. We have an Ace of Pentacles, a Magician in reverse, and the Devil in reverse. Ooh. A Knight of Swords, and we actually have your card, the Moon. Okay, we're just gonna get straight into this. Whatever is not working in your life right now, Pisces, I actually think you're your own worst enemy. I'm saying that because we do have this Ace of Pentacles. This is showing up as kind of the present moment, your conscious mind. There may be an opportunity that you're trying to obtain or land. There's something here that you're trying to manifest. And it does seem like you're trying to begin something new or start a new chapter here. Doesn't have to be anything in specific. I do almost want to say, I'm getting the sense that this has to do with career for a lot of you, or finances. Could also just be about your stability in general, the way that you approach stability in relationships. What are the thoughts that come to your mind when you think stability? Some of you actually feel trapped by that. And you have to be working through the shadow, because on one hand you want something, but on the other you're afraid because it means a loss of freedom. And what's being reflected back at you, this magician and devil in reverse, this is exactly what I'm talking about. There's something that you're having a hard time manifesting, and it actually does have something to do with your belief system for sure. So I actually feel like a lot of you, there is an opportunity, there is abundance already here for you, and you're not seeing it. You're not seeing what is being handed directly to you by the universe right now. Or you're not trusting in it. It doesn't feel like it's what you want. You're not grateful for it. And I have some feelings about that word grateful, because on one hand, it's a beautiful concept. Gratitude is a wonderful thing. I'm not bashing gratitude. I personally write in a gratitude journal. I try to do it every day, but realistically, it's more like a few times a week. But I do feel like it's helpful, and it does help me refocus and really look at what's going right in my life. So I am pro gratitude. I'm not against the concept of gratitude. The issue with it, however, is a lot of us are shamed into gratitude as kids. You know, our parents will be like, oh, you should be grateful. I've done all of these things for you, and all you do is complain. We experience shame, which is the opposite of what gratitude actually is. So really paying attention to emotions when we're thinking about things like gratitude, when we're thinking about things like stability and abundance, we're really looking a lot at the way we've been conditioned to feel about certain words, and not just what we think we feel. Okay? There's a lot of that energy on the table here with the moon here. I would really think that this energy, this time period for you Pisces, is removing yourself from what you expect to feel or what you think you feel, and really just feeling. Because you may be trying to manifest something that isn't even for you, because you think you should. Or you think you should want something or someone or a very specific thing, and instead you should be focused more on the feeling, right? Some of you are also afraid of an offering that's being given to you because you've been manipulated in the past. And I think that's why I was being drawn to the inner child earlier. You know, kind of being shamed into gratitude. A lot of you are actually dealing with this pattern where you may have been given something by someone, or someone complimented you or said something nice to you, or tried getting close to you, but there was an agenda behind it. And this happens to most people, right? You know, whenever we're trying to get someone to do something that we want them to do, we'll always be like, oh my gosh, I love your whatever. And then we kind of go in for the ask. We always compliment the person, or we express our gratitude for them first. However, this has taken kind of a nefarious turn in your life for this group that's resonating with this message. There's a lot of manipulation. And in the process of this, you've been pulled into doing things you've not wanted to do. And I think for some of you, there's actually an opportunity that is in alignment for you, but you're not trusting it, because the way things have been presented to you in the past, it's been very manipulative. It's been very... I think I'll just leave it at that. It's been very manipulative. There's like a fine print with it. You know, would people really be giving this to me right now? Or would people really be saying this to me if I wasn't doing X for them or Y for them? As for what's not showing up here, we have this Knight of Wands. I actually do want to clarify this a little more. I really don't think this person's trying to hurt you, or the situation's trying to hurt you. Tell me about this Knight of Swords. I also see a lot of reflection happening right now. I'm not seeing a ton of movement. yeah, there's this new opportunity, Pisces, that it feels like something you might have even been manifesting for a while without even realizing it, and you're a little apprehensive of it. You're not so sure what to do with this. You have the Page of Swords here, and it feels new. It feels like a new opportunity, like learning something new, going someplace new, a new relationship. There's a lot of novelty, but you're not going for it. You're kind of sticking to the tried and true here. And the way to actually break this pattern, the crack in the mirror, we do have the moon, which is your energy, Pisces. Which really tells me it's important for you to really sit in your own heart. Things might seem unclear, things might seem murky. And it's important that you trust your intuition. Some of you, there may actually be some manipulation going on here. Maybe someone actually is offering you something and is trying to manipulate you. For others of you, though, you're being really called to question that. Are you believing that about this person because of their energy or because of something that you've experienced in your own childhood? Very often you'll actually find that it's both. You might be picking up on one energy from a person and it reminds you of something that you experienced in your own life. So it could go both ways. But I almost wonder if your perception is being colored more from your experience. And even though you are genuinely picking up on something about this person, it's not to the same extent or degree that you dealt with in the past. And that's being called to be healed right now, because I'm dealing with a group that's dealt with a lot of very covert but heavy manipulation. You might not even have realized that you've been manipulated. With these Black Mirror readings, I think because we're dealing with the subconscious, it never hurts to look back. So maybe even looking back on this video from a couple of weeks or even a month from now and see where this might be showing up. You might not even be seeing this right now. But it's important for you to trust your intuition. Let me pull one more card because I feel like I'm missing something here. Oops, that's too many. Let's try that again. Why is the moon here for Pisces? Show me clearly. The Two of Wands in reverse. Oh, this is interesting. You aren't going to be seeing things clearly. That's the point. You are supposed to just trust. You are supposed to have faith right now. It's not going to be clear. And that might be scary, but it's actually kind of exciting. Because I was getting the sense before, Pisces, there's like this adventure, this new chapter, this new thing for you. But you don't know how to get there. You don't know how to manifest it. Or you don't trust in the offer. And I think it's actually here, or it's coming very shortly. And it's going to trigger you because I feel like there's almost a time sensitivity here. Or you're being pressured to make a decision very quickly and you don't like that. Because it feels, it's activating that manipulation trauma that you've had before. And I'm using the word trauma very loosely, by the way. I'm not saying like big T trauma, like little t trauma. The ways we're conditioned, the ways we're brought up, very often we're programmed to believe certain things without even realizing that we believe in them. And that's more what I'm talking about here. Of course, some of you, I do pick up on some pretty overt emotional abuse and maybe even some gaslighting. You've been made to feel crazy. Because people benefited from you when you were doubting yourself, and now you're showing up as the crack in this mirror. In a way, you're a mystery to yourself because you never got to really know yourself. And I want you to kind of go forward without any sort of expectations of how things are supposed to go and really just flow. Because there's a blessing here. There's something new here for you. And I actually think it would be worthwhile to kind of play with it and experiment with this. Anyways, that's all I'm getting for you right now, Pisces. I do hope that this reading was helpful. Be sure to hit like and subscribe. Let me know in the comments down below what's going on for you, how this is resonating for all of you, if you like this style of reading. Again, if it doesn't fully resonate, you're more than welcome to check out the other natal placements for you, the other black mirrors. I have that in the description box down below, that natal chart calculator, as well as links for personal readings and Reiki sessions and all sorts of good things. And I will see you all in the next video. Take care, Pisces.